Hey everybody, it's your girl Segen and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a chit chat get ready with me. I'm gonna be sharing my goals for 2020, my regrets of 2019, and just things that I'm trying to work on. So if you guys are interested, continue watching, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. All right guys, without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Okay, so I did my brows off camera and I'm gonna try my best to talk through each product that I'm gonna be using today. If not, you'll find them in the description box below. I promise I won't forget to do it because I always get comments on, hey, that thing that you mentioned in your video and you said you were gonna put in the description box, it's not there, sis, so my bad. Still suffering from the mucus phlegm infection. Don't ask me how I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it from taking public transit and just not taking care of myself and overworking and whatnot. Okay, so I'm wearing a white turtleneck and I always end up getting foundation on my clothes when I record. So I can't mess this one up because I don't have another white top for this photo shoot. And you know what's crazy? It's my first one. Like, I don't think I've ever been on like a photo shoot with a professional like photographer. First things first, we gotta prime our skin. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Fenty. That ain't it. That's not the right one. That ain't it. It's not bad, it's just not the one that I want. So that's the matte one, that's the original one that they initially launched. But I love the hydrating one, and it's really cold in Toronto. And I know I always say that, but like seriously guys, when it gets hot in the city, it gets really hot. But when it gets cold, it gets cold. And the shoot is outside. So the reason why I'm going to be using products that are hydrating, so I'm gonna be going in with a hydrating primer and foundation, is because if I'm primarily outside, I want to make sure my face doesn't crack, you know what I mean? So I did my brows off camera. I'm just gonna roll this down because I'm really nervous I'm gonna get makeup on it and I can't afford that, so let me roll that down. Okay, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty hydrating foundation. You guys already know I love for Fenty Beauty products. So I'm actually going to apply a little bit here and a little bit here. I'm gonna take my NYX brush and blend that out. So good news, I am feeling better despite my voice still sounding a bit nasally. I don't know if it's picking up. I don't know if you guys can even tell, but I saw my mom and I was speaking to Latanya earlier this morning. They're just like, I thought you were feeling better. I'm just like, trust me, I am. Because the struggle for me was during the night and early mornings. Like I would like gag almost. I did throw up, but every morning I would want to like, I'd have to gag. It's weird, I don't know. But I'm feeling much better. So for concealers, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way in the color Butterscotch. Oh my god, I think this is almost done. Ooh, oh dear. A bit on my forehead, bridge of my nose. And I'm going to apply a lighter concealer. And I've done this before on my channel. I'm taking the Maybelline Superstay Longwear Concealer in the color Caramel. And I'm just gonna put that as well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just slightly lighter. Again, I'm not a fan of this applicator because the applicator does not pick up the product as like good as I'd like it to. So I have to like squeeze out the product. And then it's like a risk of getting it on my clothes, which I don't like. I feel like over the years, me personally, I've always felt like, oh my god, it's Christmas, it's great, I'm gonna see family, I'm gonna see friends, it's gonna be nice. But then there's that little bit of feeling overwhelmed, like, oh my god, it's a new year, like, geez, like what am I gonna do? Like, what is it just gonna be a repeat of last year and things like that? And to be honest, I feel like 2019 was definitely a year of like, whoa, what? Like, this is real life type of thing for me, at least. And it was definitely opportunities for me to learn, for me to grow. But I've never felt this way before. Like I've never felt like 2018 was, I don't know, I was just on a high. Like I was just, holy smokes, like there were so many new things that were happening. I felt more comfortable with being in front of the camera and things like that. But 2019, it was just like, I felt like I was putting way too much pressure on myself, and that's not a good feeling to have. But it was towards the end of this year where I was just like, hey, actually it was not the end of this year, it was towards the middle of the year where I was just like, sis, let's have some fun. Like, you know what I mean? This year wasn't like the greatest year ever, but it was definitely a year of more opportunity. I had like moments where I was like, okay, Segen, like, you know, just go for it, and I did. And I feel with how I was feeling the last 6 months of 2019, I'm going to kind of like heighten 2020. I feel like 2020 is going to be such an amazing year for everybody. Like not just myself, but I feel like just people around me and people doing their own thing. And like, there's just so many things that are going to be happening in the year that I'm just like, oh my God, is there enough champagne for everybody to go around? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just really excited. I don't know what it is. And I'm actually ending the year off like doing something I've always wanted to do. And I don't know, I'm just really excited. I'm just really, really excited, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, I'm just happy. Like, I feel like I'm at a place where I don't have to like put so much pressure on myself. I don't feel like I have to, I'm still working on like overthinking things, overthinking situations and stuff like that. But I think with 2020, I feel the first few months, it's like I'm just gonna be better at being more decisive, because I am an indecisive person. It takes me forever to be like, okay, here, and then finally get to a point of like realization, because I just feel like I have to like make sure I cover all grounds before, you know, signing on the dotted line. Like, you know what I mean? But, which I don't think is a bad thing. I just want to be able to speed up that process. Like, I just want to be able to say, yeah, I already did that all in my head, in my mind, like, boom, let's do it, you know? I don't know, I feel with 2020, I already started on embarking how I want that year to be. I just feel like this is my first time in a really long time, I'd say, actually in 2 years, where I just try to feel how I want to feel for the year to come. I know that sounds cheesy or corny, but it's the truth. Like, the last time I did this was 2 years ago, 2017, in the beginning of 2017, like right in the beginning. Like, I was in Eritrea, and for the most part, like, I was obviously around family and stuff like that, but there were sprinkles of me kind of walking by myself, obviously getting a lot of attention from people because I always had my headphones in, even going into a cab and stuff like that, always had my headphones in, listening to music, and I would just go for long walks. And I personally love walking. I've even started really enjoying not listening to anything, just hearing, just smell. Like, I can smell, it's weird, but like, you know when you have a whiff of a scent? Like, it could be somebody's perfume. You could walk into an elevator and be like, oh my God, this is a perfume that reminds me of my friend or my teacher or something like that. Like, if I close my eyes and think about that trip, like, I can smell Eritrea. It's really weird. I know, but like, anyway, that's just who I am. That's just what it is, and that's just how I don't know, feel, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but I think when I had those feelings, I just had a lot more hope. Like, I was very hopeful. Like, I was very like in a state of like, okay, like, I don't know what the future holds, but I just know it's gonna be great. And so many great things happened after having that moment with myself. So I hope that you guys could just take a pause, like, get away from feeling like you need things instantly. And that's one thing I really struggled with this year. I didn't have patience for anything this year. Like, I needed things to upload quickly, I needed things to be done fast, but like, I was doing a disservice to myself and sometimes to the people around me, because like, if the YouTube video wasn't uploading, just as an example, if the YouTube video wasn't uploading, then that meant I couldn't meet up with LaTanya. That meant I couldn't drive to see my parents, because I had to make sure that things were done in order for me to like leave. Not to say that that's a bad thing. It's a good thing, because you're being accountable for what you're responsible for and what your goals are. Because when it comes to YouTube, like, there's no manager, there's no, I mean, I guess there are for some YouTubers, but for me, like I have literally nobody down my neck being like, Segen, you have to get this done, or like this is a deadline. And sometimes working with certain companies, yeah, there are deadlines, but majority of the time, like you guys know that I don't necessarily have like a lot of sponsored posts, which is fine, but it just goes to show that like I have these deadlines in my head and they have to work out or everything else crumbles. So with 2019, it was like, if one thing didn't work out, it was like, oh my God, everything is ruined. But like, that's not the case. Like, it's okay to take a step back, breathe, and it will eventually work out, and everything always does work out in the end. You know what I mean? I need to damp my beauty blenders because we need to blend out this concealer, boo-boo, and then we gotta set it, mama. So you remember that pro tip that I gave you guys a couple of videos ago? You have to make sure that the beauty blenders are not drenched, or else your product on your face will just not come out the way that you want it to. So I'm just making sure that I kind of take out all the excess water. And I remember when I first bought my first beauty blender at Sephora, it comes in that little container, and they're just, because they're not soaked, they're like really tiny. And I remember going to one of the girls that worked there. I'm just like, no, like I need the ones that are bigger than that. And she's like, no, you just have to put them through water, and then they expand. I'm just like, I knew that. So I'm actually just gonna bronze up my face real quick. I'm actually gonna bronze up my face with the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Beige Angel. Oh my God. Okay, so another thing that I don't want to bring with me for 2020 is being like scared at every single sound I hear, especially when I'm by myself. And quite frankly, when I first moved here, I was terrified. And I would go on Instagram lives to kind of talk to you guys and connect with you guys and stuff like that. But it was really to keep me company because I was terrified. I was just like, oh my God. And everyone knows like in my family that I'm like a scaredy cat, so I don't want to bring that with me for 2020. And I'm getting better at it. Like I'm not startled as much. Nah, I kind of am, but I'm not gonna bring that with me next year. Also, another thing I want to mention is in one of my Gabi season videos, shout out to everybody that loves the Gabi season series. I really do appreciate your feedback. I love seeing your comments and seeing you guys really excited to watch them. It's really sweet. I don't know. Anyway, I said a couple of videos back that don't anticipate and don't wait on a new year, a Monday, a new month, or whatever the case may be to start on something that you've always wanted to start on. As an example, I mentioned that the energy that I want to bring to 2020 is I've started right now. I started in November. Like I didn't wait for January 1st to be like, okay, new year, new me. Or like, you know the viral the viral meme of the girl like walking up the stairs and like anyway, if you guys are on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. The girl's like viral every single year, and quite frankly, if you guys want to start on anything, like I promise you guys, have that energy. Maybe it's something that you have to wait on for the new year. Like say for instance, if it's something like a course, like you have no choice but to wait for whatever date that course starts in the new year, but still have that excitement, still have that energy of feeling like, hey, I'm embarking on a new journey, I'm embarking on a new skill. Let me do some research on it and let me get prepared. Like let me feel like I'm ready in that class. Let me feel like I'm ready in that zone. Like, you know what I mean? Like I used to, when I was in school, I used to play with myself all the time. I'm like, yo, Segen, this year you're going to like make sure you don't procrastinate. But I would say that the first day of school, and I promise you by the end of the semester, me and Timby were at that library overnight procrastinating on our assignments. Like that's just what we used to do. And quite frankly, it's kind of followed me with this YouTube stuff, because sometimes most of the time when I upload a video, I've just finished editing it versus having it already done and edited and then published. So I came to that realization just a few weeks ago, where I have decided myself that I'm going to make sure I have all my videos edited before the day of posting or things like that, just so that I don't feel rushed. And quite honestly, like I don't want to feel like I'm in a situation where I have to shut everything off because of this video. Like, I'd rather just organize my time better. I'm not waiting for January to do that. I'm starting right now, and I want to bring that into January. Do you know what I mean? I feel everything that I'm saying, anybody could apply to their day-to-day. That's how I truly feel. That's why I love to share what my passions are, what I'm struggling with, what I feel like, and not even to say struggling with, what I feel like are better opportunities for me to have. I hope that you guys are taking away the things that I'm saying. Like, I hope there are some gems in what I say, especially things that can be applied to your life, only because, like you, I'm learning. Like, I don't have everything figured out. So I'm taking the Derma Blend Illuminating Banana Powder, and I'm going to set under my eyes and around my face. I'm just making sure I blend out all the product before I set it. I hope you guys have some sort of takeaway with what I share on my videos, especially the Gabi season ones, because it just makes everything worth it. And I love seeing your comments, like, and I know who my regular people are that comment. You guys are the best. I really do appreciate every single bit of support that you guys have given me this year, and just since I've just started this in general. And I feel like I say that a lot, but that's something that everybody should do. I feel like everybody should have gratitude to what they have. Okay, this is absolutely stunning. So I did my lashes off camera. I was contemplating whether to put on falsies, but I decided not to. So for blush, I'm gonna be using my favorite, Wet n Wild Porcelain Pink, because it gives me a bit of a highlight as well. So I really like it. It's really cute. It's hard to see, but once that golden hour hits, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram stories. You'll see it. You'll see. Oh, I love it. So I'm just gonna take out some product that may have gotten on my lips. And I'm going to line my lip. Whoop! See, good thing I had the black robe on. Okay, so I'm gonna line my lips with the NYX lip liner in the color Cocoa. It's like a reddish brown. So for my lips, I'm gonna use my favorite lip gloss ever, and it's by Fenty Beauty. It's the Fussy lip gloss, and it is perfect. So cute, so cute. Okay, my hands are washed. Ooh. Take out this robe. How cute is this? Oh my gosh. Ah, I love it. Okay, so this might be my favorite look of the year. What? This might be my favorite. This is the, oh, okay. I see me. I see me. Let me just try to wear it with this little jacket, because I feel like the white background and the white turtleneck is giving me like a floaty head, you know? Oh, look at that! Look at this! Oh, I love it. It's so adorable. You know, I'm gonna wear this jacket because that's how I'm feeling. Like, I'm just feeling cute. Where's my ring? The first thing you need to do going into 2020, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to catch me on Instagram Live, Instagram Stories. You guys love when I do it, so don't forget to follow me on there as well. And that's how we're gonna end off this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.